So we arrived in Amritsar in the hotel. We're gonna stay here for one night. There was a bit of an issue with my check-in because the hotel was checking my passport very carefully, and we just found out that there was no stamp on my passport when we arrived in India. Like and there was a major problem, and I thought, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna be arrested? And now we have to decide how we're gonna go to Dharamsala. There are two options so far. One is that horrible bus, the same kind of bus that we took from Jodhpur to Jaisalmer, which was like really crowded, and it looked like you were in a coffin full of people for 6 hours. Otherwise, taxi, and that option is a bit more expensive, and we have to think about it. Third option, we just go out and walk and see if there are other options. Okay, here we are in Amritsar on a stroll, going to the Golden Temple.
That's the exit? Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
So we have arrived in Mcleod Ganj. When I saw the mountains, I was almost going to cry. I was so happy. It reminds me so much of Nepal. And it's been 5 hours of a terrifying journey. After 2 crazy bus rides from Mcleod Ganj, we're heading to Norbulinka, which is recommended, like the #1 thing to see by TripAdvisor. Not quite sure what it is, so we will see. And after these 2 bus rides, I came to the conclusion that they have a different concept of life and death here. It's I don't think they really care what happens on the ride. It was just terrifying as usual. I saw my life pass by so many times in 30 minutes. But yeah, now we'll see. we have to follow those two monks to the place and look at the mountains. So beautiful. I love the mountains. So here we are, we arrived. Let's go inside.
Jump. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2.
Had a tour guide who was really nice, and she explained to us what they do here. Morning from Mcleod Ganj. We are preparing ourselves to fly to Delhi today. So then we're gonna fly back to Berlin tomorrow. And yeah, it's a bit sad because I really like Mcleod Ganj, Dharamsala. It's a perfect place to end the journey, and it was a perfect place for me to start eating properly again, because the food is Tibetan food, which is much lighter, less spicy, and you can just go ahead and eat all the momos without any problems. And yeah, a little bit sad.
Leave me alone, mate. I said no, thank you.
Okay, here we are in Delhi, and for our last meal, our last dinner here before going back to Europe. We're actually in a quiet street in Karol Bagh, and we're gonna go to this restaurant. It's called Suruchi because it's next to the place we've booked for tonight.